Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another video battle reports. We've got Shaggy back in the studio, Ultramarines versus the new boys in the book, Death Korps of Krieg. Fan favorites on both sides, and today we are playing Surround and Destroy. It's good we have it up there, but we always forget. Now, before we go into specific missions and lists, I do want to tell you viewers at home that we have revamped our Patreon. So if you're interested in supporting us, we do have our Patreon page where there's loads of different levels. You get access to a lot of cool stuff. You get yourself on the studio wall. You get a link to Discord, which is very cool. We've got a lot of people in there from all around the world. And we just talk about the hobby, show off what we're doing, and you also get sneak peeks of what's happening behind the scenes in the SN team. Now, without further ado, like I said, you already know the mission. We are playing in the spectacular board, so really snowy vibe. We've got all the ruins in it. We've got a couple of really snowy green trees to just bring out those fresh colors, and it's just very exciting because we have the new Forgeworld book. So again, thanks to Games Workshop for sending this early on. We actually received it a bit late because we had some miscommunication with UPS, and it got shipped back, and then it got shipped back up to us. So we've got it a bit late. So this is why we're actually filming a bit late. But anyway, thank you Games Workshop for obviously supporting us and sending us the books beforehand. Now, a couple of things I have to mention. DC will be recording this game. He still hasn't arrived, so we're just recording this before DC arrives, and he will be recording us. It's just easier because it's the first time I'm playing the Krieg with the new rules, and it's just quicker and easier for me because if not, my plane just explodes sometimes. It's my plane. See, I'm already nervous about it. So yeah, without further ado, let's go straight onto lists. Let's start with the boys in blue, just because I think we're going to talk a lot more about the Krieg, especially Shaggy also is here because he's a keen Imperial Guard player, so he will be helping me out as well. So Shaggy, take us through your list.
Okay, so my list: Battalion, boys in blue, love them, and we've got 2 Forgeworld units. We've got the Relic Contemptor, and we've got the Leviathan, who is a relic but not a relic.
Yes.
So that is fun. I haven't used him since the last report that we did with him. I was not very keen.
I actually don't think we've never reported. I think he hasn't been in the reports.
I don't think so either.
I've
only ever used him once. That's all I remember.
And I don't think it was a report.
So this will be the first one then, and I'm more keen to use him now. The points drop, I think, has made him more attractive.
Yeah.
And he obviously has lost the core and a few other bits and bobs.
But he's gained stuff.
But he's also gained. For me, one of the biggest gains is the fact that he's lost all of the points and duties are done.
Duties done. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people like crying about it. And look, it was needed. The Leviathan was overpowered, but it's now gone down a lot of points. And like Shaggy says, it's usable just because you've got those extra points. It's still a beast. It's still good. So yeah, I basically asked you to bring those 2 Forgeworld models for you guys at home to experience what the changes are. So yeah.
For me, he's not. I'm not a very keen supporter of it.
Yeah.
The only reason I brought it is one because you asked him to because of the points. If not, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So I'm very keen to see how his survivability is.
Okay.
And I spoke about it with Nick. That the fact that both of them now are hitting on 3s. It used to be needed in 8th edition. So we think that because in 8th you had to move. And you still got the penalty for moving, you were hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Now you're hitting on 3s.
Anyway.
Exactly.
So I think that was the reroll on the Leviathan, which we might. This is why we want it. We want to see what if he still hits enough.
Exactly. So that's them. So Relic Leviathan and the Relic Contemptor. The Relic Contemptor, we know it's lost the ballistic skill, a weapon skill, toughness. Wounds.
Yeah.
It's lost.
Yeah, it's lost the 2-up save. It's lost the fear no pain. It's lost 3 wounds, and it lost weapon skill and ballistic skill. So a big nerf to them.
Yeah, and still gained 5 more points.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. I want to see what happens with him because I've already thought of many lists where I've dropped them, and I constantly use them. These were the backbone of my army.
Yeah, they were.
So we played a practice game the other day where I didn't have them, and I felt it.
You felt it, yeah.
Because I died. So that's my backbone of the army. On the fast attack choices, I've got the Outriders, which I love completely. The Inceptors, again, which are incredible. They come in, do a lot of shooting, and they go anywhere they want.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Suppressors, who have been nerfed with a -1 losing out, but they get the extra shots.
Now they're just -1, right?
Just -1 AP.
Okay.
So hit and miss with them. I'm still not 100% convinced with them anymore. Before they used to be an auto-include.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And those three units are fast, are movable, so for 9th edition they're really good.
Yeah.
Port control, capture an objective.
Yeah. So, moving on to the troop choices, I've got 3 squads of intercessors with bolt rifles. I'm loving the bolt rifle lately, even though we did used to use stalker bolt rifles a lot.
And now we're playing strict Wizardry. We used to play stalkers because we were trying it out. Stalkers were what everybody using, and it was good. But we've gone back to Wizardry.
Yeah, and just before the new codex came in and everything, I was starting to use them as bolt rifles, and I'm glad that you encouraged it because I really got a lot of use out of it. So I'm sticking with them and loving them for now. And a squad of 6 infiltrators because I do tend to do quite a lot of shenanigans with them, and there's a stratagem with them now that there's 2 actually. Smokescreen, because they are they've got the grenade, smoke grenade. So the best thing is that you don't have to sacrifice your shooting. It's when they're targeted.
It's great.
You can use a smokescreen.
Really well thought about as well.
Yeah, and also I think the Leviathan has it as well.
Oh, nice! I didn't know about that.
They would get a -1 to hit.
Okay.
So that's another thing to look out for it. So that, and they also have a thing where at the end of the movement phase, for a command point, you can put them in deep strike.
Ah, yes, that's very true. I actually used that the other day with the Raptors.
It's very good. It's very interesting. Okay, so that is the bulk of the army. The aggressors, 4 aggressors. I still think they're very good. I know a lot of people have complained that what happened to them, the double shooting. They still shoot a lot. They're still tough. There's transhuman. There's now the +1 to the save. They're
good in combat.
They're fantastic in combat.
Yeah, and back to overpowered. They were overpowered before, and now they've gone to where they should be. I guess
they're still very good. They're still cost effective. I still take them, and I always love taking them.
Yeah.
Other than that, we pass over to the HQ where we've got Kalga, and he's my warlord. Obviously, he's gives me the 2 command points, Adept of the Codex, which I get a command point back on a 5-up, and the Lieutenant, and he has the Seal of Oath. I always take the Seal of Oath because you have to, and it'll be interesting to see because as I've been running Gilliman a lot, I need to see how they work. Lastly, the Honor Guard, the Victrix Honor Guard, take them. Any Ultramarine player should be taking them. Basically, they've got a lot of attacks. Now they're wounding on 3s because of the extra strength, and your characters can't be targeted in the shooting phase. Or for shooting.
Wounding on 3s against the normal infantry.
So take them.
Yeah.
And lastly, you've got Tigurius and the Apothecary, Chief Apothecary. So spending the extra points for him.
Yeah.
He has the Warlord trait Selfless Healer.
Okay.
That allows him to heal for 3, and also allows you to use the stratagem free to bring someone back to life.
It's so good. It's auto take. I think Apothecaries are auto take just because of that free stratagem, which you bring things back.
Yeah.
Especially when you're using bikes and stuff, you can actually bring bikes back. So
to full wounds.
Back 1 full wounds. Yeah.
And for free. Yeah. Because it's for free. And the Voxer Spiritum allows him to have his bubble from 3 inches to 6 inches.
Okay.
So that's another good tactic there. And I take Tigurius because he's just the best psyker in the game. -1 to hit on anything at the beginning, and he farms me command points throughout the game. So
what psychic powers have you got on him?
I've got Precognition.
Okay.
I've got I think Psychic Shackles, which isn't really effective here because it's to minus your movement and things like that. And Scry's Gaze, which is the one to gain command points.
Perfect.
So yeah, he rerolls +1. I mean, what do you want? So cool. That's my list.
That's your list.
You enjoyed. Hope I enjoyed it.
Yeah, a lot of people asking for the Ultramarines on YouTube to be back, so here they are. Okay, so let's move on to the boys in the house, the ones everybody wants to see and see how they do. So let's talk a bit about all the crying there's been. Like, I've personally been one of the people that have cried. Shaggy's cried, DC's cried. Like they've lost a lot of the flavor. They've been nerfed. They've lost a lot of units. So I understand completely why people are crying.
Why the upset, but you know, like we need to adapt.
Yeah,
we need to see what we can do, and that's why we're going to be playing this game. And hopefully, you guys see what we see, and let's see where we go from here.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go through the list, starting with the HQs. I've got a battalion and I've got a spearhead for today. So in the battalion, I've got 2 tank commanders, which are these 2. And they have obviously got the battle cannon, heavy bolts on the front. For the troop choices, I've got 3 units of Krieg guardsmen. Again, they've lost the specific data sheets for Krieg guardsmen, and they now use like the normal guardsmen. So a lot of the stuff is using the normal Imperial Guard codex. There's a couple of upgrades on them. 2 of them have grenade launchers just because of Wizardry, and 1 of them has a flame on them. Moving on to the elites, we've got 5 units of 5 engineers, not engine seers. No, and then I had extra points, so I added a 6th to one of the units. Now these guys have been nerfed a lot, especially the profile on their guns. They used to wound on 2s to anything that wasn't a vehicle. And damage 2. Yeah, it was really good. They've lost that profile, but they've gained a good rule for 9th edition, which basically they can dig out from underneath the ground, and they're basically like deep strike. So they come in as reserves 9 inches from any enemy units, and they just pop out. So it's good to capture objectives. We'll talk about my secondaries later on, but they're basically there for that. Okay, let's move on to some fast attack. So we've got 3 Hellhounds. Again, upgraded with not upgraded. I've actually put them with the heavy bolters.
I think it's a good choice.
Heavy bolters against intercessors are really good. Damage 2 now, -1, 3 shots each. Against anything. Yeah, it's really so much better. I'm really happy with that. Moving on to the spearhead. We've got my Warlord, which is another tank commander, and obviously battle cannon, heavy bolter. I've given him the relic was
Kurov's
Aquila, so I farm command points on a 5+ whenever you use the stratagem, and then I've gone for the Warlord trait, Old Grudges, which I will probably put on the Leviathan. I still don't actually know, but I'm sure it'll be either the Leviathan or the Relic Contemptor. Moving on to the heavy supports. We've got a Colossus Bombard. Again, it's been changed slightly. It's got 3d3 shots instead of 2d6, I think it was before. Same strength 6, same -2 d3 damage. So I brought 1 this time. I normally bring 2 we have, but I want to try out some other stuff. We've got 2 units of quad thud guns.
Heavy quad launchers.
Heavy quad launchers. There you go. So 2 units of 2, 46 shots, strength 5, no AP, 1 damage. They don't need line of sight, and they are vehicles. So talking about vehicles now, the Krieg special trait, which they now have. For those of you who haven't read about it or aren't a Krieg fan and are interested, basically every time a vehicle or character dies, before it is removed from play, you roll a dice from the roll of 4 or more. The vehicle fires again at its if it has a table at its lowest bracket, which it doesn't look good on paper. It's not. It hasn't got enough taste to it, or how to say, like flavor to flavor, not taste. Flavor for Krieg. But look, we haven't played it yet, so let's play it today. Let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. And again, these are all vehicles, so they will be firing back on 4-ups, and they don't have a table, so they will be always hitting on 4-ups, which is pretty good for artillery. Moving on, we've got a unit of laser destroyers. These have really done well. I'm really excited for this. I think they are great.
You've always thought they were great.
Yeah, I always thought they were. They're now even better. Same as the engineers. I still rate them a lot, especially with 9th edition. But rapiers now can be a unit. They've fixed up how artillery works, so everything is now a unit. So basically, the men are there just for aesthetic reasons, same as the mech guns and stuff. So that from the Gretchens are there for aesthetic reasons now. A lot of people use them as the wounds, so they start taking the
that's a good idea.
So that's all a unit now, and they have benefited from extra shots. So it's heavy 3 now, strength 10, damage D3 plus 3. So they're good. So a total of 9 shots
and minimum 4 damage.
4 damage minimum. So 9 shots hitting on 4s, I know, but they still have a bit of movement. These don't have a movement. But I think they're really good. I think I'll use them a lot, especially with the traits where I'm shooting back on 4s.
I think they've rewarded you for sticking by them so much. They were good-ish because of the 1 shot. But now they're very good on paper. They're very good. And they're a big threat. Like for me, that is a high threat priority at the moment. I know what tanks do, and obviously them being tank commanders, I know what they do. But those are scary. Those are very scary.
They are scary. That's my list. I don't think I've missed anything out.
Old grudges.
I mentioned old grudges. So that's my list. That's what I'm taking today. Obviously, we're here to test stuff. We've lost a lot of the flavor. We've lost stats gems. There's no relics. There's no roller traits specifically for Krieg. So it's all down to the codex.
Did the gas bombs used to be the same?
I think they always have. I think that hasn't changed. I might be wrong, but I think they haven't changed.
I think, like you said, the utility of them is very good, where they can now pop up anywhere.
And it's good.
It's more now for utility.
You get secondaries like line breaker, engage all fronts. Anyway, let's go on to secondary. So Shaggy's actually marked it down on the really good ITC app. So I've gone for deploy scramblers, talking about the engineers. I've gone for engage all fronts, again talking about the engineers popping here and there, and then I've gone for assassinate because you do have a lot of characters. You've got 4 characters.
That's 12 points
which is 12 points there. So hopefully if I take off what will be castling with them, I start targeting the characters. And what have you gone for?
I've gone for bring it down, obviously. I've gone for thin their ranks because there's a lot there that I could get points for. So I think we calculated like 11, 13, something like that. And then surround them, which is the mission specific one. It's interesting. What you need to do is capture 2 of you. You have to have 2 of your points under your control at the beginning, at the end of your command phase, and the opponent's one. And you get 4 points for that. But if you control all 4 of them, you get 8 points.
8 to 10.
So all you need realistically,
you're happy with scoring
2 turns.
So you're happy with scoring like 8 points in one of the turns.
Exactly, 8 points 1 turn, and then the 4 for the rest, or 4, 4, 4 is enough.
Awesome.
So
cool.
We'll see.
So there you have it. You've seen what the lists are. You've seen the awesome battlefield. On to deployment we go. We'll catch you back in a second.
terrain is set, the armies are deployed, and we are ready for war.
Hey.
Boom, the hacker.
That's my hacker.
Right.
That's my hacker, man.
I like it, yes.
Okay, so
everybody laughs at it. It's supposed to be intimidating.
I feel intimidated.
Yeah.
I feel intimidated.
I feel intimidated. Okay. Alright, so guys, we're playing Surround and Destroy. We have set up, like we've said, we've got the Krieg lines here, and then a little castle of fun over here of the Ultramarines. We have objective here, an objective on this side, we have an objective here in the centre, one on this corner, another one in the centre, and then the Krieg are holding this one in this far corner. Let's talk through roll-off first. I think, Mr. Shaggy, you won the roll-off and decided to be the defender.
I did.
So picked your side and then deployed your first unit. So let's go through your deployment. Where would you like to begin?
There.
Okay. Get rid of the trees.
After I get rid of the trees. Basically, I've just deployed around the castle of Kalga and the Lieutenant, making sure I get the rerolls for the core. And just trying to support very much with the Leviathan, and literally just gonna run forward and see what I can kill.
Smash some face.
Yeah.
Now the Leviathan doesn't have core.
Does not have core, no.
He has core.
But he does.
But he does.
Yes, and everything else does.
Yes.
So
Although
it'll be fun.
I'm going to go on camera, on record, to say I don't think contemptors should be core because they're like so rare.
Yeah, but they're not called the relic anymore. No, oh yeah, they're still
Yeah,
called
they're
the
still
relic.
Right? It's
Still
like the
relic.
The
there's
name
no-
says it. It
Yeah.
should be like
They shouldn't
it
be
should be like two of.
Yeah, exactly.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they shouldn't be
So
called.
anyway.
But they are. Okay, so because my riders here, over this side we have a few intercessors.
Yep.
We have a lovely scouting squad of infiltrators there holding that objective,
Yep.
holding those ruins against the Krieg lines. And speaking of the Krieg, we've got
I think he has some reserves.
I do have some
Oh, do you?
reserves. Yes.
Doesn't look like there's a lot. On
Yeah,
the
they're because there
I
isn't.
remember there was more when we were sitting in front of them.
So I've got the aggressors, a squad of intercessors, and inceptors all in reserve. Paid 2 CP for strategic reserve.
Yep.
For the aggressors and the intercessors, that is, I think, 18.
Yeah,
Power level 18?
That's a 6-man squad, not 5-man squad.
5-man
right?
squad.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets
So
expensive.
yeah, that allows me to, outflank them,
I
get some
remember
fun
now.
with them.
Of course, I skipped the intro. Naughty, naughty.
Naughty.
So, okay, let's talk through the Death Korps lines.
Yep.
Where do you want to begin?
Let's
This
start
side?
from your left
Okay.
to your right. So we've got a unit of quad launchers. I always
Mortars?
forget the name. Mortar launchers. I think
Quad.
they're quad launchers, yeah. We've got the 3 tank commanders in the Lemon Russes, just one beside the other. In the back there, making good use of that ruin, we've got 2 units of Krieg. And then we've got the 3 Hellhounds here, all together as well.
Yep.
So basically, I'm just like going to divide the Hellhounds in one way. And then divide the Lemon Rushes another. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but we'll see at the end of the game if it's a good idea.
right there.
He's the guy that should be telling me what to do.
Yeah, true.
I've told him enough times.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We've got the 3 laser destroyers, which are so good now.
Yeah.
If you missed the intro about how excited I was about them, well, they're not amazing, but they're so much better than
No,
before.
you said it now.
And then moving on to your left side, we've got another unit of Krieg. We've got another unit of quad launchers. And we've got the Colossus.
The Colossus
The
Bombard.
Colossus Bombard. Why does everybody say like the Colossus?
You got it, yeah.
Colossus.
gotta give you.
I can imagine McBain from The Simpsons is on the back of it. The Colossus.
I want to be named Stephen Colossus. Pardo. Such a cool nickname. Imagine being at school. Here comes Colossus. And they're like, this little Pardo coming. I was probably like this short.
Here comes the Colossus. Well, okay. I'm not sure that would catch on, but anyway. Look, so the most important bit now is who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
Okay, you can go first.
Do you want to?
I'd like to go.
No, I've accepted it. You're going first.
Okay, cool. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh,
God.
the big 6. The big 6.
This is always happening. The last couple of reports they've rolled 6s.
Look, you know what?
You're gonna roll a
Look,
6.
I'm rolling a pink dice. And you know why? Because he's not letting me roll pink dice this game because he says they don't match the Krieg.
They
Like,
don't.
if they matched the other armies I used, these
There's a
bright
difference.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's a difference. I'm doing this.
Krieg is for men, right?
I'm doing this for all Krieg players everywhere.
Okay.
You can't have pink dice
okay, I
for
guess.
the morose
I hope we
and
roll the
misery
6 and we re-roll
that is Krieg.
Could be.
into 2.
That's the maximum of rolls in the last 4 games to start a game.
So you get for rolling a pink dice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Pink dice, Ultramarines. End of the movement phase here for the Ultramarines. We've had an advance on this side with the Outriders to capture that objective. A little bit of shuffling here, the Intercessors.
Yep.
We go over this way. The Infiltrators have stayed put, holding that objective still. We had the 2 brothers of Dreadnought, the Contemptor and the Leviathan move forward. We've got a little token here, just so everyone, remind everyone at home what's that for.
That is for the -1 to hit ability that Tigurius has. Any core unit, and luckily they get a core.
They've put core as well on that.
They put core and character on him.
That's a bit meh.
Yeah,
Meh.
not really, because then I'd be doing it on the Leviathan.
Yeah, but it's
-1 to
power,
hit on
isn't
the
it? It's like
Leviathan.
power. Anyway.
Anyway,
The -1 to hit on the Contemptor from Tigurius, again core of character, and then I've used the Seal of Oath and marked out that tank commander to be able to reroll to hit and to wound for any core units.
Talking about Seal of Oath, I have old grudged the Leviathan with my warlords.
ooh,
He's that old.
he is pretty old, yeah. He's pretty old. Anyway, and then we've had some shuffling here with Calgar, Tiggy, their guards, the Apothecary, and the Flyboys at the back.
Yep.
And then some shuffling here to grab that objective from the Intercessors.
Yep. I've used 2 CP for adaptive strategy on the suppressors. See if I get a command point back from this.
Okay.
I do think I get 1 because it's 5 up.
Do I get 1 back?
Oh,
On a 5 up?
Oh,
Yes, I do.
both get them. Ooh, a CP for everybody. That puts
Everybody
you both
gets
up
CP.
to 10 rather from 9. Oh, sorry.
Well,
yeah.
I've spent 2.
You've
We'll
spent
spend
2.
1. So
Yeah. So you're back to
8.
8.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
8 and 10.
There we
Anyway,
go.
so that's the end of the movement phase. We'll catch you guys back in a second for some psychic fun. You start behaving.
Got told off because I moved off camera.
You started walking up. If
Yeah.
you
But
start
direct.
behaving, or helmet of shame.
I'm clamped.
All right, psychic phase. What are we
Psychic
doing,
phase.
Mr. Shaggy?
Nice and quick because I already gained a command point. I don't need to do Scryer's Gaze, so I'm just going to do precognition. If for whatever reason he does get targeted, very highly doubt.
Yep.
See if it goes off.
Okay.
It does.
What does
Happy days.
recognition do again? I've forgotten.
5 up invul and a -1 to hit.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Nice and easy.
Just in case. Sounds good. That's the end of the psychic phase. Short and sweet. We'll catch you guys back in a second for some shooting. In the shooting phase, we have the las cannons from the Contemptor piling in to this marked tank commander.
Yeah, I didn't say which one my warlord was, because all badges is on the warlord. That's 6 inches. It's the one with the different marks on it, so the white stripes on it.
This one?
Yeah.
The white stripe here.
One we used to use as the relic battle cannon.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's roll. So
Okay.
4 las cannon shots.
All
coming
as
in.
cannon shots. Not hitting on 2s.
Not hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 3s. Rerolling them.
Oh, because of core. Lovely.
Yeah.
We're rolling 1s only, right?
Rerolling everything because of the Seal of Oath. That's why I put the seal. And 3s to wound.
Yep.
Again, re-rolling. All wound, they go straight through because you
Yeah, -4.
have no armor. And that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3 wounds left. You'll probably reroll that one.
I will re-roll that one.
Okay.
You need
for
a three,
CP.
3 or more. And it's a dead tank. It's a dead tank, ladies and gentlemen. Does it blow up? No.
It does not. But that tank is destroyed.
Bye-bye.
That is first strike.
First strike, I wish.
Back in the day.
It's confusing
Back in
not
the
to
day.
have those.
So, we're going to do anything else here?
We're going to do the storm cannons into the laser because
Into these
Pardo,
guys?
has talked them up so much. Let's kill them off nice and quick. No?
Wow.
That's not nice. We want to see them.
Yeah.
Do you want to see them? I could just go into a hellhound.
Yeah.
Let's go into a hellhound. Let's make
No,
this
no.
happy.
Go. Those are gonna hurt if they shoot at you, Leviathan. Go. Do it.
Sure.
Yeah, you I have a -1 to hit
You've
anyway.
seen. You've
You do.
heard.
You're a nice man.
Either
Shaggy.
way, 3s to hit. No reroll
Fours,
on
right?
this.
Going through the
Through the trees,
Fours,
correct.
fours.
4s.
Ah, the trees work
Dense
both
terrain.
ways.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Dense terrain.
Right there.
Okay.
I was saying there, guys, at the start, like, why did you deploy that off camera to Pardo? And now we know why. Defense.
And that is 4 at -1.
yeah, my toughness is... What's my toughness?
Toughness 5, I think.
Toughness is 5, yeah. So, how many?
4.
Sorry? 4 at
-1.
-1. My save is 3 up, which isn't bad at all.
It's not bad
Yeah.
at all.
4, right?
ups.
Yep.
4 ups.
Sorry, -2 because we're in the.
Okay, so 5 ups. 5 ups, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
6 damage?
So 6 damage, yeah. They've got 4 wounds each, so 1's removed.
1's removed.
And 1's 2 wounded. We can do the wounds later on.
Yeah, we'll take those off in a moment because you might want to pick which ones are which were there.
That's not bad. At least I've got 2.
Okay, so I'm going to take the tank off, I'm going to take these off, and then we'll catch you guys back in a second.
Missed the only rule the Krieg have.
Of course, the Krieg showcasing you the new rules, and Mr. Pardo.
Imagine me forgetting the only rule they've given them in the first opening turn. Oh my god. Okay, so the Lemurras barrel cannon will be hitting back on a 4-up.
Yes.
Ooh.
It doesn't. I am going to roll this because, as I forgot for you guys, I can't re-roll this.
You can't.
Re-roll it. No. I'm like, why is he going to re-roll it? Just because?
I can't. It's not in the list of the rule book. Okay, and then we've got the laser destroyer. It shoots! Ooh, juicy!
So, I guess shooting wise, you can go through here.
That's true, because I took that one off. So it would have to go into this guy.
You can go into the Contemptor, or you can go into those bikes.
I don't think you can go into the Contemptor.
Okay.
I think the bikes are the only option.
Well,
I would have been clever, right? I would have taken like the middle one off.
If you take the middle one off, then they're not in unit coherence.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Okay, but I would have taken that one off then.
You'd have to take that one off, yeah.
So you want to do
that
on that side. Perfect.
Okay, and then that one can only see. That one can see both.
Yeah.
Let me go into Contemptor because, as we saw, you delete tanks every time you fire.
Yes. Okay.
So let's go into that. So it's heavy. Heavy 3.
Heavy 3.
So and the hit on 4s.
5s because of dense cover.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Pick your poison because of that or because of the
at least it's not -2.
Exactly.
So at least not -2. What was the strength again of the laser destroyer? Was
10.
it 10? 10.
So 3's 2 wounds.
3's 2 wounds. I'm gonna reroll this because I can reroll this into a 1.
Okay.
This was a wasted turn.
At least he remembered the rule.
Yeah, he did indeed. Okay, right. Let's move on to some shooting. What else do we have next?
All right, we're going to do the suppressors into the other lasers before they can fire and annihilate me.
By the way, there's probably about 30 comments already about you forgot that.
Oh my god!
I can't wait. I can't wait to read them. Right, let's go.
So hitting on 4s, because of those trees.
Yep.
But luckily get to reroll because they are core.
You reroll 1s, right?
Oh shit! True.
There was no 1s in there, I don't think.
True.
Okay.
And then 3's to wound.
Could have been wrong.
And that is 1.
Too used to Gilliman.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Gilliman.
2 at -2.
He's been using Gilliman a lot.
Yeah, like a lot. 2 at -2.
2 at -2. Into the tank, right?
Into the laser.
Okay, so I had 3 ups on those.
So 5 ups.
5 ups. No damage.
Damage 2. So
okay,
one
so 1's dead. Does he fire back?
Does he fire?
Oh no!
Do you want to command point it?
No.
You can't!
You can't. And then 1's on 2 wounds, right?
Yep.
There we go.
At least they fired.
At least they fired.
At least they fired.
It's true, at least
they fired.
At least they fired.
Okay.
that was something. Okay, so, do you want to have a little think about what you're shooting next?
No, we can do it nice and quick. It's just going to be some bolters into that unit there. So hitting on 3s. And then...
Up to 6, so 5's
to wound. No wounds.
Okay.
And the same thing on this side into the other unit. So hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. So just 1 at -1.
1 at -1.
I've got a 4 up on them.
Oh, and that's a 1.
That's a 1. So that's a wound on them. And then you've got the infiltrator, Shaggy.
The infiltrators...
Which can't fire at anything there because they can't see. So into the same squad there. Okay.
Okay, so they're going to be firing into the quad battery.
Yes. Quad launchers.
Quad launchers.
Okay. Hitting on 3s.
Automatic wound on that
Yeah.
one.
Take these out and this one. And then 5s to wound.
Oh, that's
nice,
not bad.
spread.
That was. I think you've taken another 6 off.
Did I?
6
Sorry.
out there,
Yeah.
So then it's 5.
5. Yeah.
No minus though.
See, I'm being nice.
Yes.
If it was an event, I would just say, "Oops."
Right, let's roll.
So
4 ups.
4 ups. Yeah. Because these don't have a minus.
Wow.
And that is a wow. That is a proper wow.
That's a part of the rule.
How many wounds?
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they have 6, so 1's on
Okay,
one.
so 1's on 1 wound remaining.
That's the end of the phase anyway.
That's
the end of your turn.
That is
you're
the
not
end
going
of
to
my
charge.
turn. I can't charge.
No, you
I wish I
cannot.
could. I wish I could.
Okay, so nasty volley of fire. They're coming from the Ultramarines. We're gonna put the wound markers onto the mortars over that side.
I'm just going to check something if you don't mind.
Oh, cool.
Do they have a leadership? They do. They have a leadership of 7. The laser destroyers.
Okay, so on a 6 you could lose 1.
Yes.
And you don't. Okay. They are steadfast. They are Krieg. We'll see you for Krieg turn 1 coming up. End of the movement phase here for the Death Korps of Krieg. We've had some tank shuffling over this side to get line of sight through the ruins into the Leviathan and Contemptor. We've had the Hellhound speed through this ruin there into, I guess, ramming into those bikes. That'd be quite cool. Piling in through there, then we have the 2 other Hellhounds from the right flank here to try and take out those infiltrators holding that objective, and everything else has done what guard do.
They put,
and not moved.
At least we've got Hellhounds moving.
Yeah, we spent the CP here to jury rig to get back up to 3 wounds.
Yeah, might as well. There's not a lot of, I've got a lot of command points, and I don't think there's a lot of stratagems I'm going to be using. It's mostly going to be rerolls, right? Yeah. Like I talked to him, he's the pro.
Yeah.
Pro. He's got the star. So yeah, basically jury rig there just in case, and then these guys have actually positioned them so that both can actually see.
True, and you also check the Colossus Bombard's heavy bolter can go and see those infiltrators as well.
I'm actually going to change something. Sorry, I'm going to jury rig that's on 1 wound.
Okay.
I'm going to rig and
put him up to 2.
Keep that on.
And put him down to 2.
Yeah. Because that's a bit more difficult to actually get line of sight of.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Not a problem at all.
Tactics. SN Tactics. SN Tactics.
Right, so that's the end of the movement phase here. We'll catch you guys back for hopefully a lot of shooting. Okay, starting the shooting phase off, we're going to be blasting some flame into those infiltrators there through the ruins. And we'll start off with Mr. Hellhound number 1.
Yeah, barbecue time.
Barbecue time.
Okay. Even though it's raining outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split the heavy bolters are going to go into these because they're basically Primaris killers now.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go flamers into these guys. So
already.
2d6 on the flamers is 5. Strength is 6, so wounded on 3s. That's not a very good roll.
Okay.
1 wound, Shaggy.
1 wound.
-1 is a wound.
Damage 1.
And then we've got the heavy bolters going into these guys, hitting on 4s. Yeah, that's 1 hit. And wounding on 3s. That's a wound. -1. That's a 1. So
that's rolling out the way.
Do you want to reroll that?
Nah, it's okay.
That's good. Heavy bolters, man.
Let's roll here.
It's my new love.
Look at this.
It's my new love. Okay, next flamer into them, heavy bolter into them.
Let's do.
Yeah.
Smoke launchers? No, because
there's no
auto
point
hits,
there,
right?
Okay.
So that's even worse. I'm going to spend the CP and reroll that.
Okay, no problem.
Is it both or 1?
Both, because
You have to roll both.
it's the profile, it's 1 weapon, so that's much better, see?
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
My instincts told me to reroll. My killer instincts. 3s. That's better. 4, 5, 6, Shaggy.
6 there. And what's the damage on these? Just
Damage 1, damage 1.
So that is 2 dead.
Okay.
Yeah, because 1 was wounded.
Yeah,
Right?
one was wounded.
Heavy bolter into them, hitting on 4s.
Nice.
Juicy!
Juicy.
Not so juicy.
Oh.
So
-1.
1 on this guy.
Fuck.
Yeah. 1 dead.
No, sorry, you're on cover, right?
Yeah, well, this guy's off the cover.
Okay, yeah. So 1 dead.
Okay.
I like bolters. Okay, next up we're going to do the Colossus.
Yep.
Into these. Into him.
Okay.
Into here, and the heavy bolter, we did measure line of sight. So heavy bolter can see, because obviously it's a tall tank.
Now I'll spend 2 CP, 1 for transhuman and the other one for smokescreen.
Ooh, transhumany smokescreen.
SN Tactics here again.
Before anyone says I did wait because it was a unit of 6, I didn't want to spend 2 CP on transhuman.
That's 2 stratagems, right?
2 separate
I
stratagems.
was going to roll for my relic, but I have already
you've
picked
already-
it, so
yes. So
let's not be silly, guys. 3 shots.
Yeah.
Heavy bolter. Ooh.
2 hits.
Ooh. 3s.
4s.
Ooh. Okay, and the Colossus,
Yep.
3d3.
It's almost like he wasn't listening.
3, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 shots.
This is much better. 4, 5, 6, 7. Much better from the d6. And I'm wounding on 4s because of transhuman.
You also hit.
Oh, sorry, I have to hit first.
It's almost like he's not listening.
I've just done the flamers. That's good. Look,
Yeah.
that's good. 3 at -2.
Yep. So,
Just
save
the
2
one.
saves. Just
Oh,
1.
D3
Yep.
is 2.
Yep.
So he gets another one. That's the Colossus Bombard done.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's just move on and carry
Okay.
on. So we've got the laser destroyer. I'm gonna go into let me go into. He's got already a -1 because he's firing, so I'm going to go into Mr. Contemptor.
Mr. Contemptor, okay.
So hitting on 5s.
Ooh,
That's 2 hits, Mr. Shaggy.
Hits.
And wounding on 3s. That's 1 wound.
1 wound, okay.
So 5 up invulnerable save.
Nope.
Is a fail.
This one I will reroll.
Okay.
Nope. So what was it?
Do you get 1 back?
No, it's already
I've already got it in his turn.
Oh,
So.
fair enough.
What was this? What was the damage?
No, I can't remember.
D3 plus 3, I think it is.
You better hope it's better than that.
Yeah. So I can't reroll anyway. So
You can't.
let's just check.
D3 plus 1, did you say?
Yeah, do D3 plus 3, so
Yeah,
4.
So 4.
So
It's
4
not bad.
damage,
Yeah,
that's
love
pretty
these
good.
guys. 4 damage. Let me have a think about what I'm shooting next.
Alright.
And we'll catch you for more shoot.
Alrighty, 3 damage done there because due to Eternal, of course, now he reduces damage by 1 all the time, which is very, very handy.
Very good.
And they don't bracket.
And they don't bracket because
That
they've
is
gone
so
from
cool.
12 wounds.
That is
They've
so
lost a lot.
They've lost a
the
lot.
feel no
They
pain.
have.
They've lost wounds,
Yeah.
but they don't bracket, so it's great.
Good,
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next up, you said we're going to be firing one of these tanks or both tanks?
Both. I'm going to start obviously with just the one you're pointing at,
Yep.
because I might as well. Now, I believe when Shaggy was damaged in the first one, I think I was thinking of 12, 14 wounds. Because I think you just needed 1 wound, and then I was telling you need 3 wounds. So if you've commented as well, delete
the comment. Delete the comment.
So let's do heavy bolter. Will go into. Let's do into these guys, into the, what are these guys called again? Suppressors, because they do have 2 wounds.
Okay.
And then obviously the big gun is going to go into him.
So the battle cannon.
Yeah, I'm going to use, he's moved less than half, so I'm going to use Hail of Fire, is it called?
Yep.
Hail of Fire. So use this strategy in your shooting phase when a lemon rust model from your army is chosen to shoot until the end of the phase. When resolving an attack made by this weapon, that model against a vehicle unit, do not roll, determine the type characteristic. So basically, it's automatic 6 shots, and I have moved less than half. No, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
It's okay.
I'm learning from Master Shaggy. Master Shaggy. 3 heavy bolter shots.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s because there's a -1 from the trees.
Oh,
Fit. And by the way, we did the tank orders off camera,
Yeah.
and I've done reroll 1s on both tanks.
Yep.
yes. So,
3's 2
hits,
wounds.
3 wounds.
3 wounds, Mr. Shaggy at -1.
-1.
Can I kill 3? I can kill 2.
You can kill 2. So first one, 6 up.
Oh, yeah,
and
the
the second one,
Apothecary, yeah.
Apothecary. So 1 dies.
1 dies and 1 on 1 wound.
Yep.
Okay.
No, 1 dies.
Oh,
1 dice.
Remember, they
because-
don't spill over.
Yeah, don't spill over.
Damage.
1 was still on 1 wound.
sorry,
so-
yes.
Cheating. Okay, so let's do
Cheating,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shots into Mr. Leviathan.
Hitting on 3s,
Hitting
right?
on 3s because there's no. Yeah, there's every a line into a line. So
Well, you pick a point from there,
Yeah.
and you need to see every part of the model, but you don't go through the
no, you
trees.
don't see. You don't need to see every part of the model, right?
The
See,
base on that. So you pick a point from that model,
Yeah.
and you have to see the base on the other side from that point, which you do.
Yeah. Okay, so no
No
minus
minus
1.
one.
Okay. No, we don't pass through the trees anymore. So
No
3s
trees.
re-rolling 1s.
If I would have been on top of the trees, then yes.
Okay, so obviously I get a lot of 2s. Strength 8 on here, so I'm wounding on 3s.
Yep.
And I have old grudges. So what was that?
Reroll to wound.
2 wounds, so I
Yeah.
wound these 2.
Yeah.
That's good. I got it in time. I got it in time.
You got it in
2,
time.
4, 6, 7 wounds.
7 wounds.
4,
A -2.
7. Twice 2. So it's gone from it still has a 2 plus, yeah.
It still
plus
has
eight?
its 2
I'm
plus.
pretty sure it still
Let's
has
roll.
its 2.
Roll and I'll go check in.
Okay. So
Um,
these definite are saves,
Okay.
regardless, even if it's a 3 up, and these would definitely be a fail, and this one is we're finding out. We're waiting.
Check.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's good. The app is good. Now we've got the code and all that. It's really
Fantastic.
good.
I do love the app. I've used it in every tournament, in every game. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It has its bugs, but it's getting there.
It's getting there. So you do still have a 2 up save.
Okay, so this is gone. So 3d3.
Yeah. I still think they're very good. We've been talking about it.
I think so, but I think
still
the
very good.
loadout needs to change.
3d3 is
3, 4,
3,
5,
4,
6.
5, 6, but you -1 to each of the damage, so that becomes a 1. No, that still becomes a...
Yeah,
that becomes a 1, that becomes a 2.
Yeah.
So 1, 1, 2, so 4 damage.
Okay.
4 damage done.
UTC Eternal again, he has it as
That's
well.
fantastic. That really is. Like I used to have to spend a CP, and then only he got it, but now they both have it, which is fantastic.
So good. Let's rinse and repeat. So second tank into him.
Now you're firing at -1 here through these.
Yes, now yes. I'll fire. I can't see anything else, so I'll just fire everything into him. So heavy bolters, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, nothing, and then wounding on 5s, no wounds. And then 2d6 shots. Let's get this right. 6, 7, 8, which isn't bad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Okay. Damn trees. Damn you trees.
And 3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
-2, so 4 ups. 1 goes through. D3 is 1.
Just the 1.
Okay.
I can just. I think I'm just going to fire him on camera, and then I'll show the amount of shots the quad launchers have.
Of course,
and then we can cut off and do that off camera. So he's going to fire everything into them.
Let's do it.
Heavy bolters, no hits, and then 2d6 shots is 8 again.
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Toughness 5, so 3 is still 2 wounds. Okay, so 2, 4, 5.
5 wounds, Mr. Shaggy.
-1.
Yep. So just 2.
Just 2 damage goes through on those bikes.
This is not good. This is not good.
Can you let us know what you're firing at here?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire. They're gonna fire everything to here. I want to take him off to 2 points.
They're going to fire at the intercessors.
So
the
it's 4d6 shots per gun. So I'm just gonna show you how many shots it is. So that many for 1.
Yep.
And then 4.
Wait.
And 4.
It's 46 per, right? So that's
and that's the other side.
Oh, sorry.
It's going into these guys here.
Okay. So now you're going to use this lot into the other intercessor squad on the other flank.
It's that many shots.
Okay, so we'll cut off. We'll do the rolls and we'll show the wound rolls coming up in a second. All right. So all the shots done here and all the shots done on here on both flanks for the quad battery launcher majiggies. And we've got how many wounds over this side?
8.
Okay, so 8 wounds over on the right flank for the intercessors. Holding the objective, 2 up saves because they're in cover, and that is all saved there.
And then I think I did 4 on the
and
other
just
side.
4 wounds over here. These were a bit lackluster. But 4 wounds again, 2+, all saved again.
I should have. I know, even though he had 2+, I should have gone. I didn't know the range was so much. It's 48, so I should have
just gone everything to 1. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge with the hellhound into the bikes just to stop them.
Okay.
You reminded that there is a strat where you can fall back and shoot with the bikes, just in case.
You remember I'm Ultramarine, yeah?
Oh, you can do it anyway, right? No, but there's no -1 penalty, right? If you do it with the strats.
I'd rather spend my 1 CP strat where I can fall back, shoot and charge.
Okay, that's much better, guys. So I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll do my attacks first.
Yeah, sure thing.
So hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
Good hit.
And 3 wounds, 1 wound, no minus.
Oops, sorry. It was a 1.
That's a 1. Okay, so that's another wound down.
Yep.
Leaving the bike on 1 wound, but now Mr. Shaggy gets to fight back.
Yeah.
4 attacks each and 5 from 1.
Yeah.
And 5 for the sergeant.
Yeah, because it didn't charge. If not, you get 2 extra, but 2 extra, right?
Yeah, I would have gotten 2 extra ones.
I see, because if they charge, they get
4. If I charge, I get 2 extra attacks.
4, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They get
only if they charge,
attacks.
not if they get charged.
Yes.
Okay, so hitting on 3s.
It's quite a good rule, like cavalry.
Yeah.
And wounding on 5s.
That's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
2 saves
-1.
coming in. That's
So just
1
one
wound
wound.
down.
That's a wound, yeah.
Over on the hell.
That finishes my turn.
Yes. So we'll do scores on the doors, and we'll let you guys know.
Leadership?
No,
you
here
need to use
because
3.
leadership 9.
Yeah.
And the same thing here, leadership 9, but I could lose 1 here.
On a
6.
How many did you
No.
lose?
No, you're
I'm
fine. You got
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
4.
Boo-hoo.
we'll add up the scores and we'll let you know what's going on that way on turn 2 for the Ultramarines coming up. Alright, end of the movement phase for the Ultramarines, and we have some bits and bobs to do, but first let's talk about the points. So we have 32 points for Mr. Shaggy and 0 points.
Well, 10
Who
points.
wants
10
points anyway?
10 points because he's got a
Why
beautiful
do you want
painted army.
point? Why do you want points?
You got 10.
He's got 10 points.
I didn't even paint it, so thanks to whoever painted it.
Right, so yeah, because you just picked up 15 points for the primary here.
15 points for that, and then 7 points in my first battle round for the killing of the vehicles.
Yes.
So that is 22, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
So it's 22 to nothing.
Yeah, because
and
the
10
small
points for
laser
the painter.
destroyers are 2 points each for bringing down with the vehicles.
Yeah. Which I didn't know until Pardo told me.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so let's talk through your movement phase, Mr. Shaggy.
Yep. So I've moved everything up from the center. I'm planning to do some charges into the vehicles because if he falls back, well, lol. And I've brought in the reinforcements, so the aggressors on the left flank, ready to do some shooting, ready to do some charging. And the same thing on this flank, the intercessors hopefully charge and take that point. And I fell back with the bikes using the stratagem that I mentioned before. Fall back and re-engage. For 1 CP, I will be falling back, but will be able to shoot and charge. And what I've done is I've advanced the Apothecary, heal up the bike, so it's up to full wounds. And now
Does
I'm
he heal up 2 automatically?
3 automatically, because he's a chief apothecary.
Okay.
And he is going to spend a stratagem to heal up another
Free stratagem.
it's free because of it being a chief apothecary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're full unit over here.
And he comes back. Okay, great. So that was free CP, no CP spent there, and you haven't spent any CP.
Yeah, he spent 2, so I need to see if I get them back.
That's 2 stratagems that I've done, so
I
that's
don't.
why rolling
I
the 2
don't.
dice.
Okay, and do you need to roll for your stratagems?
I did roll off camera.
Okay.
I got nothing, but it's okay.
That's
It's
okay. Alrighty, so that's the end of the movement phase. That's all that done. We'll catch you guys back for some shooting coming up. Right, before any shots, a single shot is fired. Tiki has said, "Hold on, I've got some psychic shenanigans."
He's got to do a
Who's
psychic
got the -1 on the Contemptor again?
The
Yeah?
Contemptor again, yes sir. So, we're going to be doing the Scryer's Gaze this time since I haven't got any CP.
Okay.
Hopefully get one from the Psychic Power, which I do. So I do get it again.
I deny.
You wish. And,
Got you.
and we'll do a cheeky smite.
Okay. That goes off.
It goes off, but I'm going to go for the reroll. He does get to reroll automatically.
Okay.
Because he does also have a +1, and I would like a D6 smite.
Why not?
Why not? Still a 10.
Still
Okay,
a 10.
so the closest target is obviously
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 more.
3 more wounds.
I think he was wounded, right, in combat?
He did
did
take
get
1 wound, so he's
Yeah.
taken 4 now.
Okay, we need to mark it on.
We'll put a mark on
that's
him.
it.
And now is the shooting phase. Coming shooting time. We're going to start off with the Contemptor again with his last cannons, and he's going to be going into Mr. Shaggy.
Into the
Tank Commander?
Tank Commander, sorry.
Tank Commander right there. Okay, so 4 shots coming in.
Yes, one thing that I did forget, the whole point of the whole change with the rerolls, the core unit that he would choose to fully reroll to hit is the Contemptor.
Okay.
So the Contemptor will be rerolling to hit fully
Because he's a chapter master.
because he is a chapter master.
Okay.
So that's why. So he'll be rerolling to hit everything there. Okay. So hitting on 4s because of the trees. Rerolling. So all hits.
Yep.
3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. So 3 wounds.
These are -3 now because
Yep.
it's not on the heavy doctrine. So 6 ups. Nope. 3 go through.
And then 3d6.
Yep.
3d6.
Kaboom!
Kaboom boom.
First, I'm going to roll to see if it blows up. Hopefully. Which it doesn't. And now, does it shoot back? Yes, it does. So now I get my. Do I shoot twice?
No, you shoot once.
I shoot once because it's not my shooting phase.
Exactly.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Which
4,
is stupid. But
5. But I have to roll d6, right?
D6 shots, yes.
Okay, so 4.
Well, who are you shooting into?
Obviously, I'm going to go for the big gun because I
For the
have to
Leviathan,
choose
yeah.
one. I'll try and finish off the Leviathan, which he hasn't shot yet.
I would choose the Leviathan, not only that, because you also get to roll to wound.
Oh yes, because he is
Old grudges.
Here's my old grudge. So I'm hitting on my last bracket, which is 5s.
Yeah. Rerolling 1s, no, that's the order and that finishes, no, so nothing. Do you want to reroll 1 for your command point?
I will. I hit.
Ooh.
You see? Goes
Face
both
to
ways.
wound. It's
Goes
a wound. -2.
-2. Nope.
Goes through. D3. Big 6.
Took out an infiltrator.
And it was a 1.
And it's a 1 wound. Okay, so he drops down a wound.
Yeah.
So do you know what next you're going to be shooting, Mr. Shaggy?
I will be shooting 1 storm cannon into him.
1 into the
last one
laser
there, yeah.
destroyer.
Yeah.
And the other storm cannon into the
Other
warlord.
Other one, because
Yeah.
this one is no longer here.
No.
Okay.
Into the void.
Yeah.
Into the void.
So both of them will be going at 4s.
Okay.
So first one
Into the laser
into the
destroyer.
laser, yeah. So 1, 2, 3 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds minus 1.
-1, yeah.
Damage 2.
So 4 ups.
Ooh, nice.
Damage 2.
So he's gone.
I should have rerolled. Wait,
Do you want to
roll?
roll?
No, I can't. I
yeah.
just rerolled.
Does he blow? Does he
shoot back?
Does he shoot back? He
Ooh.
does.
Okay, they also blow up, but I don't think I'm sure that I'm just gonna roll just in case they blow up. They don't, but he does shoot back, and I'm going into the.
They don't blow up because I didn't see it on the shot.
Okay.
Maybe they used
That's
to.
good. They used to, but it was silly.
I didn't see it on the
I'm gonna go into Mr. Levy.
Yep. Into the Leviathan.
I'm actually gonna go into.
Either way, it's a -1 to hit.
Oh
so,
yes, it is.
So
So
Because of these trees.
yeah, so they still benefit from that. It's not because it's normally on the lowest bracket, but obviously
it doesn't matter. They don't have a bracket.
They still have to have the -1, right?
Yeah, you still have the -1.
I'll go into the contemptor.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s, 2 hits,
Yep.
Ooh, lovely.
and wounding on 3s.
Yep.
2 wounds, 5 ups. Please fail both. Do us all a favor.
So he's failed 1.
Okay, so
Uh,
3 D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3.
Can I kill him with a lucky 5 or 6? No, but no, it's damage -1, so I don't kill him.
Yeah, so there's nothing you could have done.
Oh,
there.
it's damage 5, but that's good. That's good. The Krieg players, stop crying.
That's good.
Stop crying. Look what I've done.
Don't
It's on
antagonize
his
it.
turn.
It's bad. It's
Don't
not bad. It's
antagonize
not
that. So we have Back to the Void for you,
Okay.
and
The next storm cannon into the Lehman Russ,
excellent.
hitting on 4s,
Excellent.
and then wounding on 5s.
Yeah, I'm doing 5s. Oh,
So that is 1
1
wound.
wound, -1.
-1. So
4 up.
4 up.
Excellent.
Okay, so he saves it. Do you have a little think about what you're shooting next, Mr. Shaggy?
Yes.
Okay, catch you guys back in a second. Carrying on the shooting phase, we now have the suppressors. They're going to be firing over through the ruins into this back hellhound.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So hitting on 3s,
lovely.
re-rolling 1s, not
Thanks
re-rolling
to
everything.
Calgar.
Yep. So 2 fail to hit. Wounding on 4s
right?
because of toughness 7.
7, toughness 7.
And re-rolling the 1 because of the lieutenant. And that is 3 up 3 for 5 up -2.
5, 1, 2.
5 minus 2.
Sorry, because of the adaptive
Is it
strategy.
-2 or is it -1 now?
Adaptive strategy.
Ah, okay, you've got that on there.
Yeah, so I'm in the Devastator Doctrine as
Okay, so 3 go through, that's 6 damage.
well. Yes, it is.
Okay, takes him down to 6 wounds there for that Leviathan. That's
Okay.
a little wound marker.
Yeah.
Bikes next, right?
And then we'll move on to the bikes.
Bikes that will not be getting benefits of anything, so 3s to hit into the Hellhound. Okay. And 5s to wound.
Okay, 5 to wound.
So that is just 1 wound -1.
So 4 up here.
Where do you want it? Where do you want it?
Oh, right here. Whoop.
Nice.
Saved. Pink
Okay.
off the armor. Plink. Okay, so we've got the intercessors here, and some other shots. So I'll tell you what, guys, we'll do these off camera because it's a lot of little.
Yeah, a
little
lot of shots
to
coming
fire.
from there.
So these aggressors are going to be firing into
The aggressors will be going
right?
into them.
into here, and
Yeah.
then the intercessors.
There to there,
Yeah.
here to there. Probably these guys
Couple of
into
pot
here,
shots there.
and
It's
these
just
guys
pot
there.
shots.
Yeah,
Okay,
pot
so
shots.
we'll let you know the state of play, guys, in a moment. So you don't have to watch all the tedious rolls. Okay, so small arms fire is over. I'll give you a little recap on the left flank here. One of the quad launchers took another wound. There was a wound done onto the tank commander. Over here, the Hellhound has taken down to 5 wounds remaining, and then nastily, the 2 Hellhounds on the other side. One's untouched, but the one is down on 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
And then finally,
this one's removed.
Yep, we've had a quad launcher
Yeah,
again.
this was from the aggressors. They did 6 wounds.
They did, and 2 wounds remaining
Yeah.
On the other. What are they? I keep calling them quad launchers. What are they?
Yeah.
Heavy quad launchers.
Is it quad launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy quad launchers.
Yeah.
I keep thinking something else. So he did fire back.
Yeah, I got a 4. I got 20 shots
You did.
and wounded with
8.
8, but it is on 2 plus, and it's on the unit of intercessors.
Yeah.
3 remaining on the back line,
Nothing
and they
still.
are fine. Just showering.
It
of
must be
rain.
like. Bring it to me.
Is it raining? Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Okay, so that's the end of the Ultramarines shooting phase. Are there any charges?
There's a few.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go. The infiltrators that are in there into this tank.
I'm going to use a CP.
Of course. Overwatch time.
Overwatch, so heavy bolter. There's 1 hit.
1 hit.
And I'm gonna reroll this.
Okay.
Oof, that was a 2, no, I guess.
I think it was a
Yeah.
2.
Do you want to reroll
No,
that?
no, no. It was a 2 one of these, I think. So And then
D6 on the
2d6.
2d6, sorry.
That's
lovely,
10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Threes. There you go. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 wounds down.
-1.
3 ups. So
One dead.
1 and yet too far away from the Apothecary.
Yeah, 1 dead. Okay.
Okay, 1 dead. So I think it's about a 4-inch charge there. Something very small. Oh, look at that, 4. Just pop it in there.
Yeah, just put it there. Okay. And
Okay.
we're going to put Kalga in there as well.
Okay, that's a bit longer.
That's
I'm
gonna be
say
longer.
it's 7.
How about an 11?
Yeah, 11 will do it.
Yeah.
That's easier, we don't have to measure.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the Victrix as well.
Okay. No.
I will CP it.
Okay.
Do you have space to go in? That's what I mean.
Yeah, around.
Around, so
We'll go around.
Who does that? They can go around here.
just a bit longer.
8.
Fine, let's measure on
We will
camera.
measure.
I'll measure quickly while
Measure live.
Measure live.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, he's in.
Easily in. So the Honor Guard are in as well. Are there any other charges on the battlefield, sir?
Bikes.
Oh, of course, because you use a stratagem, you can charge them again.
I can.
And they are
Bump.
piled in there.
Yeah.
No Overwatch, unfortunately.
These intercessors into the quad launchers.
Okay, they need a 9. Oh!
How's about a 12?
Okay, a 12 will definitely do it. So we'll move all these units in. Oh, sorry, the aggressors.
aggressors, right?
The aggressors as well into there.
Which unit? That needs a 10 now. That
Probably.
still needs a 9.
I will be going into the quad
Trying
launcher.
for the 10, right?
We'll go into this. Because if it is a 9, definitely.
Yeah, it's better. I
Okay.
think 10 is a bit
Yeah.
extreme.
Either way, it'll get me onto the objective which I need. 6, 7, 8.
Unfortunately not. So, okay, that's the end of the charge phase. We're going to pile everything in and we'll get to combat coming up. Instant attacks now coming in from the Outriders into the Hellhound.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, re-rolling ones to hit, thanks to the Signs of Gilliman stratagem. So, Pardo, would you like to roll?
Okay, spend a CP. Oh, we get a CP. Oh,
For the power of Krieg.
for the power of Krieg. There you go.
So, hitting on 3s, re-rolling ones. So there's a few ones. And then these will be wounding on 5s.
Okay,
No re-rolls because the lieutenant is
we at least 5 here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, is
1.
that 1?
Wow.
1
And
minus
reroll
1.
ones because of your lieutenant? Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
he's
too
too
far
far
away.
away. Too far away.
Just one?
One?
Just
Wow.
one.
And the reroll ones was of that stratagem, right?
Was re-roll ones hit? Yes, was.
And Shaggy passed.
Excellent. Very
wow,
good.
look at that. No
Okay.
wounds down the Hellhound. I thought that thing would have been gone.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
So, moving on, next bit of combat here, we've got a lot of fighting. We've got Calgar, some infiltrators, and his little bodyguard friends.
Yep.
What are we starting with?
Calgar himself.
Okay, do you want to spend 2 CP to interrupt?
No thanks.
I think so, no? And hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 3s.
What's his strength?
Strength 4 times 2, 8.
Yep. And how
So
many is that?
4, 5, 6, 7.
5,
minus
6, 7. So 3 ups. Sorry, 6 ups. Well, it's damage 3, right?
Damage
Straight.
is D3.
D3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes, it's been
6.
changed.
Okay, so 6d3 damage.
The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stays with 1.
Says 1. Do you want to reroll one of those?
Not really, because I've got another
Ah,
10
yeah, you've
attacks
got
to come
so
in.
much, yeah. I just want to explode to shoot back at you on a 4.
course.
I'm going to fail that 4
4,
up.
5.
Yeah, fail it.
Probably.
So the Victrix on a guard, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Oh, thankfully.
Yeah. And then
They hit on
wounding.
2s those?
Yes. And then wounding on 5s is a strength 4. Oh my gosh.
Do it
1.
again.
But that is
Yeah.
minus 3 at least.
Okay, so you need a 6. Oh,
Okay.
he's gone.
Does
but
it blow up? I want it to blow up and shoot back.
You can't.
Can I do both?
No,
I
you
don't
can't.
think you can do
If
both.
it blows up, you can't shoot back.
Yeah.
Well, it says that.
It says that. You read it twice.
And I haven't.
And it blew up.
And I still haven't registered that.
It's mortal wounds at least.
At least
mortal
they're
wounds.
mortal
So
Yeah.
D3 on the.
Victrix?
Is it D3 or
It blows
D6?
up on a 4 up anyway. These. So.
Oh yeah, true. So it was gonna blow up. Yeah.
D3, right?
Yes, D3
Yeah.
explosions.
Yeah. D3 on the infiltrators.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's,
that's 1. Kalga is 2,
Yep.
and Victrix guard is 1.
And your tank, which has 2 wounds
Oh
remaining.
yes.
Oh, come on! It blows.
It blows up.
Does it blow up?
Does it blow up itself?
Does it blow up?
On a 4 up? No, of course.
Does it shoot back?
Does it shoot back?
Yay!
Okay, so after so much celebration, we're going to be putting the flamer into these 2 infiltrators here with 4 shots.
Can I reroll?
You can
this?
reroll, yeah.
can
Because
receive
you
more
have, wait.
Shots. Yeah, let me.
Yeah, you haven't.
Yeah.
CP'd in this
I'll
phase.
reroll that. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Ace up there.
7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I used 1 before and you didn't put it unless you did. 3s. Oh, Shags, you're in trouble. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 wounds.
-1.
6, 7.
2 of them left,
And they've already taken 1 wound.
but they are in cover.
They're dead.
-1,
3.
but you're in cover.
Yeah.
You're in cover.
So
it's
it's
a
just
3 up save.
1's on 1 wound.
And 1's on 1 wound.
Just
Dead.
about.
So that's the 2
Go
gone.
Kriegers! Go Kriegers!
Alright, so after more celebration there, we have this squad here in combat to finish,
Yeah.
and then Mr. Pardo's going to be fighting over
Are
here.
you ready?
I'm ready, I'm ready to go.
Okay, so interceptors going in.
Yeah, 3s. Ooh.
That is a lot of
They're
misses.
tired. It's a long run. They've just come in from infiltration
It's
and
a
they've
long
run towards the artillery.
And they shot a tank and,
Yeah.
they wounded them. Come on. Just one,
Toughness
2.
6. Toughness 6. So
2
2
wounds.
wounds. Yeah.
No minus.
4 ups. That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds down, so it's down. Take it down to 2 wounds left on that one.
I'll attack back with the Hellhound.
Of course.
So D3 attacks. That's 1 hitting on 6s.
Nothing.
And then we'll do the artillery off camera.
Okay.
I doubt I'll do a lot of damage, and I have to check the stats on them.
Of course, and then we'll give you guys a roundup, and we'll go into the next turn for the Krieg. Okay, movement phase done. So in terms of fighting back, nothing happened here. They didn't do anything.
Yeah,
So
they just bounced off.
They just bounced off. Because they're hitting on 4s now, the old Kriegers, instead of 3s, aren't they? Which is
Well,
sad.
It's not just that, but they have strength 3, so they were wounding on 5s. And it's just a 3-up save.
Yeah, but still. Anyway, it's now the end of the movement phase, and the engineers have arrived. Mr. Pardo's big talk has now come into fruition as the engineers have burrowed through and come to support the Kriegers under siege. What's he doing? What's he doing?
That was a very nice.
So, quick roundup. This has stayed in combat.
Yes.
This hasn't moved. These guys haven't moved, but this squad has to try and they are now taking that objective through number of bodies. But it did mean that because Shaggy had these 5 intercessors here, and these are not troop choices, that Mr. Pardo only got 5 points for holding this one objective on turn 2.
Indeed.
But you're on the board.
Yes.
And that's the important thing.
Yeah.
5 points.
And we can start shooting if you want.
And we'll just go straight into shooting now, okay?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is Colossus Bombard is gonna go into these guys.
Okay, the Colossus Bombard into the aggressors.
Yeah.
Transhuman, and it's D3 damage, isn't it? So just transhuman.
Transhuman, so do you want to see if you get that CP, Mr. Pardo?
I got one back already.
Oh,
I
did
his
you?
on
Yeah.
his turn.
Perfect.
Yeah.
3d3 shots is 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 shots.
Hitting on 4s
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
and wounding on 4s. Because of transhuman.
Yep.
3 wounds.
Nice.
-2.
Did save yourself one then, Shaggy.
All go through.
All go through.
All go through. So
Look at my face. Look how happy I am.
first one.
Watch me roll a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Don't tell him that.
Oh,
That's 1 dead.
One gone. That's 2
Oh,
gone.
That's 2 gone, Shaggy. And I'm going to re-roll this to kill a 3rd.
Not over, people. The heavy bolt still, well, you can't kill it, but you can take it
That
down
was
to
crazy.
1.
They could
sure
kill
it's
it.
D3, right? You sure it's D3?
It's D3. It's D3. It's D3.
Okay, heavy bolts. So 4s.
One hit.
Oh.
And pause.
Oh.
Actually, you could have killed him, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I
3
could have.
shots.
Takes a 1. Takes 2.
Takes 2.
Down to 1 wound left.
I'm gonna do. So I've forgotten to mention he's gonna re-roll 1s, the tank commander.
Yes, again with his orders. Yeah.
And then these guys are gonna fire into him. Okay. So I've got the. Do I have the grenade launcher?
Yeah, there's a grenade launcher.
will.
in there.
Is it 1 shot? Grenade launchers? Yeah, I'll just
Depends,
use one.
crag or a frag.
I would have gone for a crack. So that's a miss.
Before we carry on,
Yeah.
I will be spending another one just for the sake of it.
2 up, right?
To give it a 2-up save against the lasguns, not the crack.
Okay, so that's a miss, and then I've got
missed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots with the rapid fire.
9
I'm
shots.
not in range, so it's just 1 shot each. Hitting on 4s and wounding on 5s. That's a wound. That's all I need. That is all I need. See? No. Okay, next up, I'm going to go.
What are we going to fire with next?
Let's do the things I know for sure. So we're gonna go him. Obviously everything into the bikes. So 3 shots from the heavy bolter. Is 1 hit.
Miss.
All miss because it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy, -1.
Yeah, it's
and not only that, but you're hitting on 5s.
Yeah, so 2d6.
Right.
Whoa! 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wow.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stretch over! Short arms! 3s.
That's a healthy roll as
That's
well.
a healthy roll. Always be healthy, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Always be healthy.
Eat healthy. Don't eat McDonald's.
Eat your greens.
Hey, hey,
I love McDonald's.
hey,
Yeah, Shaggy,
come on.
Shaggy lives up on top.
4s.
Oh!
Ooh,
That's
and
1 dead and... Oh, sorry.
6s.
6s.
Come on. Nope.
So that's
So
1
1 is
dead.
within 3 inches for the
6.
6s?
Within
6 inches?
Yes,
Wow.
because I've got the Voxic Spiritum on.
That's very true.
Okay,
So
so that's
is
1
that-
So
dead
it is 1 dead,
and 1 on 2 wounds.
1 and 2.
Oh, wow. Isn't bad at all.
That's pretty good for
That's
a
very
damaged health...
Damage and tagged.
and
Okay.
tagged.
Look, I can't shoot
Hell
anything
damage.
there, right? Because they're
in
attacked in
combat,
combat. I
yes.
can't fall out because they have no movement,
Yeah.
which is very sad.
Yeah. And their blast weapon. So you
And
can't
the
even
blast
fire it.
weapon. So let's fire the lemon rust next.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and finish. I'm gonna try and fire at him. I'm gonna use here again because I always forget the name.
The Hail of Fire.
Hail of Fire.
For 2 CP.
For 2 CP. Am I wounded or anywhere?
You've got 11 wounds, so you're still fine.
You're still fine.
You
Okay,
could
but
have jury-rigged.
I'm gonna
if you want.
jury rig that if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Shaggy. I think
that's
it's
fine.
at the beginning of the turn, right?
It's at the beginning of the turn, but it's fine.
I'll do that for 1 CP.
Okay.
And there I'm gonna fire 12 shots into him.
So you're down to 4 CP remaining?
Yeah, because he gains 1.
Oh, of course.
Being on the
4 CP remaining, and
Seven,
he is
eight,
now back
9,
on
10,
full
11,
wounds.
12.
Yeah.
And I'm re-rolling 1. So hitting on 4s because I'm passing through the through
Actually,
the
are you
trees.
within 3 inches of the trees? I think you are, so I think you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3s.
So 3s re-rolling 1s. Okay. And that was a 2 that just rolled into something else. 3s to wound. And I'm re-rolling because of all grudges.
Yes, indeed.
That's a lot of hits.
That's a lot of
Sexy
wounds.
roll.
Oh, sorry. That's a lot of
Very
wounds.
sexy roll. 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds.
3, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
4 ups.
Don't look Shaggy. Oh, that's a lot of misses.
Oh, that's
It
a lot
is,
of
it
misses. But I need
You need 4.
4. I need 4 somethings.
I don't know. You need to roll. Just roll. Let's see what happens. That is
No,
1,
that
2,
doesn't do
3,
it.
4, 5.
Because that's 2, because
Yeah.
it takes down 1.
3, 4, 5. That's fine.
3 wounds remaining.
Heavy bolter.
Oh,
3s,
Oh.
5s.
Re-rolling.
Rerolling. Okay, that's 1. That's a pass.
Save. Okay.
Okay, and I believe that's everything shot that I'll do on camera. I'll explain what I'm going to do off camera because there's a lot of small arms fire.
Okay.
So he's going to try and finish off this guy. Like everything's firing into
So
that.
by this guy, you're talking about the heavy quad
Yeah,
launcher.
which are doing that amount of shots.
All those shots
That's the
here.
amount of shots.
And then I'm
into-
just gonna do all the smalls on fire. So they've got 3 shots each. They've lost a lot, like we mentioned at the beginning. They've lost a lot with the weapon profile, but they still have a lot of firepower. So 3 shots each, all going into here. These guys are also going to here, trying to deny Shaggy that objective. And then these guys and I forgot to. I can't shoot with these guys, so they'll probably shoot at something else.
Okay.
And yeah, and we'll catch you back for to see what's actually happened.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So shooting phase is done and finished. We've had the engineers here and over here firing, and we've taken 2 intercessors down and 1 just left on 1 wound.
Yeah, they did have a 2-up, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
There was a lot of shots.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shots coming in. This side of the board, the engineer squad here fired into the intercessors and didn't do anything.
No.
And that's all shooting done. And
Yeah.
also over here,
Yeah.
despite all those shots you saw, guys.
Yeah, I hit 13 times and I wounded once. And he paid me for past it.
Well, you were wounding on 4s instead of 3s.
Yeah, still
because
still,
of
I
transfer.
should have
Also, to be
avoided
fair, you got an incredible amount of luck. killing
Yeah,
them.
yeah, well, that was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah,
I'm happy with that. Just happy with that.
It's true.
So we're gonna go straight onto charges.
Yep.
We're gonna start charging these guys. So him into there
Yeah. First squad.
is a nothing. This squad into here.
Oh,
very much.
And this squad into here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I am maybe gonna use a CP for this squad.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll this for
Okay.
re-roll 9. Fails. I just want to really make sure I get that objective. These guys are gonna go into here. You're not overwatching, right? No. So that's a fail. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then into there is a 6, 7, 8 failed. Yeah, they're gonna charge into your Marines.
Okay.
So they're in. And that's nothing else. You're going to have to do a leadership there, right?
No.
You've just lost
Still
3?
leadership now.
Okay. So yeah, that's all my charges. We can go into the fight phase.
Fighting time.
I need to check stats, so okay.
They're coming up. All right, combat time. This heroic squad of engineers are going to be doing some killing.
We're going to try and do that. Okay, so is there any stratagems? No, right? In combat?
No, move on.
4s.
That's for Overwatch.
That's
Okay.
1 hit.
1 hit.
And 5
5 to wound.
That's a wound.
He's
He
got
could be
wound
dead.
left.
No, he's dead. And then I've got, you're not going to intervene over there, right?
No.
And now, this unit of Kriegers is going to be going into the Intercessor squad, hitting on 4s.
4s.
They
yeah.
used to be 3s.
Well, not them, these guys. The
Oh,
engineers.
everybody.
No,
Oh, yeah,
everybody.
true.
Everybody.
Everything
Yeah,
used to
true.
be 3s.
They used to do ballistic skill 4 and
Yeah.
weapons skill 3. No wounds.
No ones.
And no wounds. And
So
now
you
the
can
Ultramarines fight back.
you can attack.
First we'll attack here.
Okay, so 3 attacks, 4 attacks.
Yeah, because you charged me.
Yeah.
Still a 1.
Okay.
1 wound.
I believe it's got 4 up. I'll check now.
Yeah.
Check.
I'll do over here. So we're gonna do 3 guys into the squad
Yeah.
and the other 2 into the.
Makes sense.
So the sergeant as well.
Yeah,
so
4
that's
up,
4,
so he's
3,
fine.
and 3.
They have a 5 up.
This is going into a squad. And then 3s. That is 3, 4, 5 into the squad.
5 into the squad.
Normal guardsmen have 5 up, right?
Normal guardsmen do have 5 up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ups. That's 3 deaths.
Okay.
Okay. And then the ones into the battery, the quad launcher, that is 4 hits, and then no wounds.
Okay.
Okay,
and
and over here.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yes. The 2
So
fights.
that is 3 attacks, 3 attacks, and then 4 attacks, because no one charged anyone.
Don't forget, there's 1 missing there.
Oh, it's true. Sorry. Apologies. Apologies. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. No wounds.
No wounds. And now,
On the hell.
the mighty tank fights back.
No, I'm going to attack with quad launchers.
Oh, quad
Oh,
3
okay.
attacks each, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 5s with the R strength 3 somehow. No wounds, and then we've got the D3 3 attacks.
Yep.
3 attacks.
Nice.
Hitting on 6s.
Yes.
3s to wound.
Ooh.
And a wound. Is 1 wounded or something?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, 1 is on 2 wounds.
What is on 2 wounds remaining? But that's it for combat.
That's it
Short
for my
and
turn.
sweet.
I think that's it for your
We'll take
game.
the casualties off here. Is there a morale you need to do on this side?
Me, no.
No?
I lost 3,
Yes.
so I guess I know. That's a
Oh,
plus.
Oh.
insane heroism right there.
And I did pass the save here. They have a 4 up. Engineers have a 4 up.
Fantastic.
So yeah, that's the end of my turn too.
That's it into turn 2. So we'll give you scores and doors at the start of turn 3 for Shaggy and the Ultramarines. End of the movement phase here for the Ultramarines for turn 3. The scores are 59 points to 18 points. That's included the beautiful painted armies, obviously.
Beautiful.
It's looking quite dire here for the Krieg,
Yeah,
but
and I messed up because that squad behind there was specifically behind there to deploy scramblers, and I didn't. I charged, so that was a no-no for me. Naughty. And I forgot. We forgot to mention, but on turn 1, I deploy scramblers with that unit there. So at least I've got that table edge for now.
Yeah.
So
yes, exactly. I've done that many a time though. I got excited.
yeah.
The funny
know
thing
I
is
charged.
that you said, why did I put them there? I can't shoot at anything. It's
Yeah. And then my
Happens.
brains was just like.
It happens. We've all been there.
Anyway, we're not letting him take it back because we're playing ultra competitive tournament style. So, moving on, let's go. Talk us through your movement here. I guess further shuffling forward.
Yeah, further going forward with the Leviathan and the Contemptor. We have gone up with the Aggressor, and the Victrix and Kalga have moved up ready to charge. I've advanced the lieutenant. Hopefully, was going to be close enough to be able to give the real ones to wound to Calgo. He will be able to do it in combat, but not in shooting. Even if I would have extended the range of his aura, because the Ultramarines do have an ability to exchange the range with a stratagem, but it wouldn't have worked anyway.
Didn't know that.
And these guys have come in, and we're going to be supporting the attacks over here, so probably try and take out these guys and then charge in. Didn't want to take him out of combat because I'd rather be in combat than out.
Fair enough. Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
So that's all the movement, and that's all of your reserves back in now. That's right, Shaggy.
Yes, I think they are all back. They're all in.
We're
Sorry.
just moving them because...
Yeah, they were winning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So that's the movement done.
Yeah.
Do you want to quickly go into Psychic?
Let's go into some psychic. So we'll see if I gain a command point first.
Okay.
So over here. So
You
I
do.
gain a command
Okay,
point.
I'm going to try and deny that.
Yep. And then
Not you
I still move the
again.
camera. I move the camera over because when you hear it, you just instinctively go to
Not you again.
Yeah.
and then a smite.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Oh yeah, of course, because your special reroll.
It's the same. So
So-
To the Hellhounds, right?
Yeah.
D3.
D3.
Ooh, big 3. Down to 2
Down to
here. So was
So
it?
and sorry, yeah, I did fall back and re-engage here. So Pardo has 1 because I also did Wisdom of the Ancients on the Contemptor.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2.
Yep.
3 because I'm about to revive a bike as well.
Are you Wisdom of the Ancient to reroll ones to hit or to wound?
To wound.
To wound,
Yes.
okay. So that's 2, right?
And another one
Um,
because of the revival.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing there. No CP back from Mr. Pardo, but that's the psychic phase done. Showing you the movement. We're going to get on to shooting. Okay, time to go into shooting phase. What are we starting with, Mr. Shaggy?
Right, we're going to start with the Contemptor first into the Liman Russ.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s. No rerolls because everyone's too far away, but never mind, everything hits.
And he's not bracketed, is he? He goes on 1 wound.
They don't bracket apparently. That is insane.
So good.
So hitting on 3s,
Yep.
wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s to wound because
Very lucky.
he is cool. So 3 wounds at -3.
Okay, 3 wounds at -3.
3
So
wounds
Pardo.
at -3. What was this into, sorry?
Your Liman Russ.
Into so 6s? Nope. Damage?
3d6.
5, 6, 7,
Nine.
8, 9, 10, 11.
So
He's
you stay
down
one.
Down to
1
Do you want to
wound.
reroll one of those? You had 2 there.
No, because I've only got 2 command points left, so we'll leave it at that.
Okay, so that's the Contemptor fired.
Yeah.
Next up.
The Leviathan will do 1 weapon into the mortar and the other weapon
Pod launcher.
into the
Lemon Russ.
Liman Russ and hopefully finish it off.
So this one is bracketed.
It is bracketed, hitting on 5s.
Okay, hit on 5.
Shroom.
Is it? What is it in his last one?
He's got 3 ones left.
3 wounds, so
Yeah.
14 down to 7 down to he should be in his last bracket. Some are weird. Some are
They
like
are.
suddenly ones and it's only 1 and 2s that goes into the brackets.
All right.
I will fire both of them into the Liman Russ because I don't trust the hitting on 5s with no rerolls. So
Makes sense. Okay.
5s,
There's quite a few hits.
yeah, and hitting on 5s,
So 3
wounding
now.
on 5, sorry, and just 1
Is it
wound.
not 3s?
No,
Oh,
because
it's
it's
toughness
toughness
8.
Yeah,
eight.
it's going
It's
into
like
that.
7. So, minus 1.
1, yeah. So 4 up.
Hey.
The tank lives on a wound.
Tank lives. The tank lives.
So what are we shooting at next? You want to have a little think about what we're looking at? Get some angles?
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. We've got some pistol shots here coming in from the intercessors.
Yeah, going into the squad.
Into the squad. Pulling up their pistols, shooting away at those Kriegers.
1 wound.
We've got 1 wound here.
And 5 up.
5 up. He dies.
He dies.
So I'll take this guy off. His name goes on the wall, on our beautiful Patreon wall. Which, by the way, if you are not a Patreon, consider joining us, SM Battle Report's Patreon page, for many, 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 many benefits. Okay, suppressors now heading up, finishing off this tank possibly with 1 wound remaining.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
How many shots we got coming in?
2 guys into the Liman Russ, 1 into the squad of engineers in the back. So
Okay.
the 2 guys first, hitting on 3s,
Lovely.
and then wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. So that's 1 wound at -1.
Into
Okay.
The Liman Russ.
Lemon Russ. Okay, -1, so 4 up. That's 5.
He's fine.
And then the other one back here.
Into the engineers.
Yeah, so 2 hits. Rerolling the 1s, thankfully. 2 wounds.
-2.
-1.
-1. 5 up. No.
And another one.
2 deaths.
So 2 more there. Going on to the wall.
2 more for the wall. We're gonna do these guys. 3 guns into here and 3 guns into here. So that is 3, 6, and 9.
So splitting fire into the 2 engineer squads.
Yeah, and we're gonna use 1 CP to reroll 1s to hit.
Do you get it back?
No.
So first one over here, rerolling 1s. And then 3s to wound. And that is at -2.
Okay.
3, 4, 5.
1, 2,
This is
3,
6s.
4, 5, 6s. This was into that unit or this one first? Okay, 6s. No, that's a full unit wiped out.
Full unit is gone.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this one, rerolling the 1s. And 3s. That is 4 this time.
4. 6s.
Nope, that's another 4 down.
1 remaining there.
1.
Absolutely brutal fire there from these interceptors, they're called?
Interceptors, yeah.
Interceptors. So we're going to do Kalga into the
This guy, yeah.
mortar.
Okay,
battery,
Kalga.
sorry. Rerolling 1s. So all hit. 2 wounds. -2.
-2, so 6s. 1 plus
2
damage. Okay, so it dies. Does it shoot back? No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Sorry, the reroll 1s to hit. The reroll to hit, sorry, will be on the core unit here.
Okay.
The chapter master, right?
Yeah. And I think they are within 6 inches, so I'm going to pop a grenade. Which,
Okay, yeah, you are for sure.
which is minimum 3, because
Yeah.
it's blast. So 3 shots. Hitting on 2s, rerolling, and then wounding on 3s, I think. But anyway,
it's a
that's
frag.
what. Yeah, frag.
4s. Only wounded.
Oh, he saved anyway.
Fast.
Okay, the aggressor, D6, minimum 3, so 3 anyway.
It's blast, the top one, yeah.
Yeah. So 1 hits, 1 wound at -1,
1 dead.
and then 3s, 2 hits, and
tired.
3s. He's tied, no, he's shell shot.
What, nothing?
1 wound.
1 wound.
1 wound. Another one gone.
Another one bites the dust. And all we got left is this squad over here.
Okay.
Sorry, pistol over here, cheeky pistol over here.
The bikes fired?
No, they haven't actually. So miss over here. 8, 9, 10. Firing into this squad because that's all they can see.
No problem. Hitting on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And then wounding on 3s.
So that is 2, 4, 5, and -2.
4, 5, 6s.
Okay. 6s. Oh, saved 3 of them.
2 dead.
So only 2
Very
have
nice.
taken it.
And then the bikes will do the same.
Is that all you have left to shoot?
That's all I have left.
Perfect. So the bikes are going into the engineer squad here. That's a good round of hits there. Actually comes down
Roll
to
1s to wound.
oh, 5 wounds.
5 wounds, -2.
1, who's that?
Bikes into here.
-2, so 6 up
Into
to
the
again.
engineers.
6, right?
Yes.
6s, no, they're dead.
And they're gone. Okay. So that was all the shooting phase. We'll
Yeah.
catch you guys back for the charge phase, which are coming up in a second. Already. Charge time. Mr. Shaggy going to be doing a killer blow here. So shall we begin?
Okay. We're gonna do the Inceptors into this squad. Fails. The Victrix Honor Guard.
You've got 2 CP still. You're gonna get 1 back next turn?
Yeah, because I think that's one of my longest charges. So yeah, I'll CP you.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
He just wanted me to waste it.
Tricked him.
Hey.
Mind games.
The Victrix Honor Guard. They're in with a 6.
They are very much.
Then Kalga. He'll need a bit more than a 6. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
The Aggressor.
He's like an 8. He's
Um,
definitely in.
Definitely in with an 11.
Yeah.
Can you put him over here, close
He
to
is
Kalga?
very angry that he got shot at.
Yeah, annihilated. More like annihilated.
Shaggy, could I, if you move here,
Mhm.
and then you consolidate if you kill that unit and tag me.
Okay, that's a good idea. See, tactics.
Helpful tactics.
That was
I
a
feel
wound
nice
marker.
today. That was a wound marker.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't tell him that.
There you go.
The bikes going in.
The bikes are going in. They've had a long old battle with this.
Have you noticed?
From
Come on.
Come on.
I mean, he keeps killing them, and the guy just gets back up
I've
again.
got CP, right? So I will Overwatch there.
Okay, go for
So
it.
heavy bolter, nothing, and 2d6. It's 5.
Do you want a CPU roll?
What? 5. Yeah, I've got, right, so I'll CP reroll that. 6, 7, 8. So I'll use 2 CP, Shaggy. 6.
See, we help each other.
8.
It's true.
3s. That's 4. It's -1.
4. So 2 go through. Yep, 2 go through.
2 go through. Okay.
Actually,
wounded?
and you've got a CP to try and regain because of the reroll charge.
Oh, that's very true.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Charge
Unless you want
done.
to charge with the something.
I could charge with these guys.
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't,
extra
I don't think
attacks.
you'll need it anyway, so.
Yeah, especially because I've got the reroll ones too.
Okay,
from here.
done.
Okay, cool.
Blades of the Victrix Honor Guard is going to be slicing through some Krieg soldiers. We have how many attacks? 10 attacks?
10 attacks. 10 attacks. So
Hitting on 2s.
hitting on 2s, rerolling.
We're rolling because of Calgar.
And then wounding on 3s. And all that, and
that's
-3.
Dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead.
Yeah.
6 dead.
5, 6. There's 2 life.
Okay.
So with the aggressor, we'll go next.
Yeah, so 3, 4, 5 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s.
You can use your normal attacks if you want and hit on 3s. Like you don't need to use the power fists.
True.
And I have a 5 up.
But I want to squish him.
Okay.
I want to squish him.
Yeah, that's 2
2s.
wounded. They're dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dead.
So that's the squad wiped out here, and I believe you would just
That's
as part of the
tactics.
setting his
that
tactics.
Yeah.
Okay. The bikes.
Yeah,
So
let's see
we've
if you
got
can finally take down this hellhound.
I love the number of attacks. It's 2 attacks each. 1 for the sergeant. 1, 2, 3 for the swords. 1, 2, 3 because I charged in, and then 2 each because I charged. Why not?
Yeah.
Love it. So my last CP will be on these guys to reroll 1s to hit. So Pardo, would you like to try and gain a command point?
Oh, sure.
Hey!
Okay. And then hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So it's worth it.
Okay,
And then wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancient.
now, this is it.
This is the big one. Couple of 1s. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 minus
-1.
Okay, here we go.
7. 4 ups. No,
He's
dead.
gone.
Oh,
Now, does he
he
explode?
blow?
4 up.
No.
Does he shoot
Does
back?
he shoot back?
No.
Gosh. Wow. He didn't live up to his name. The other ones did better.
Okay, so that hellhound is now removed.
Yeah.
There's some combat over here, but
Yeah,
then we'll do it off camera because that's.
Yeah, can we do this one on camera quickly because I start.
Yeah, you start
And you've
the
got one.
attacks.
You've got one wound left. So I'll quickly do this one. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s. That's 1 wound. Can you fail it? No. And then we'll do the rest off camera.
Okay, so we did the combat off camera here. 2 more guardsmen joined the wall. Joined the wall. Joined the wall. And then took a wound left on 1 wound here onto this quad launcher. Obviously this is stuck in combat here. This is down to 1 wound. This guy is still alive and holding the objective, which means Shaggy is holding every single objective on the board.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Not to rub it in.
It's time to close the curtains, guys.
Really?
Close the curtains.
I think
Old curtains.
you could try and kill this.
It's closing, Shaggy. It's closing.
You don't want to kill a Leviathan?
No, so basically I'm down to 1 wound. Let's not be silly. I'm down to 1 wound on that. That's been tagged. It is blast weapon, so I can't fire it into that.
Colossus bombard.
I would have to do the heavy bolter, and if I kill it, move on. And I'm hitting on 5s with that heavy bolter because it's a heavy weapon.
Yes.
I do need to do a leadership here. I fail it, so he's gone. I don't get those points. I don't get any points again. So yeah,
Just literally if you want to try and kill the Leviathan, because you could try with using
shall
the
we do that
strats.
for pride and glory?
I think so. I think you should.
Okay, let's do pride
So
and glory.
using his stratagems, he gets to go to full bracket
Yeah.
and fire the 12 shots.
1, 2. So I do like him in my top bracket, which is
Yep.
called Relentless. And then 12 shots. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know,
this is the final fireworks. This is like New Year's Eve when the final fireworks, like the big ones, come out.
Alrighty.
Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Did you give yourself
I think that was a 1, right?
That was a 1. There was one.
And that was a miss, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 3s.
Yep. No, re-rolling 2.
Old grudges.
Okay.
Still strong.
2, 4, 6, 8 wounds.
Okay, here we go.
8 wounds.
2, 3, go through. 3d3.
Yeah, that's in dead.
No,
I have 3 wounds left,
He's
so...
got 3.
Yeah,
so does he blow up and kill everything? No.
He doesn't.
Has he got the automatic thing, which was a blow up on 5-ups, because it used to have a 4-up invulnerable and it doesn't. Anyway.
Well, there you go. At least you did.
Look, I got my grudges back. I killed that Leviathan. But yeah, very interesting. I think I've learnt a lot. Like, it's completely changed. Krieger's not completely changed, but it's lost a lot of his blood. You need to look for other stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a learning curve. We'll slowly adapt and win, hopefully.
Friendly fist bump to end the game. Ultramarines victory. Let's talk about it in the wrap up coming up.
So there we have it, the end of the game, a win to the boys in blue, Ultramarines and Kalga leading it all for today's battle. So let's go straight on to the game. Obviously it's been quite a brutal beating by the Ultramarines, but a really big learning curve, like I just said just before the game finished. You really need to revamp the list now for Krieg. They've lost a lot of flavour, which is very sad. They've lost a lot of good units, which is sad. But look, we have to move on, right? We have to move on, we have to adapt. And like I said, I've learnt a lot from that. Obviously, we mentioned this at the beginning, we went for the Ultramarines, which is very competitive army, very strong army at the moment. But everybody likes the Ultramarines, and I thought, look, they like the Ultramarines, everybody likes the Krieg. Let's put them together, let's see what happens. We never knew what was going to happen. But yeah, it's been a brutal game for the Krieg. I think if I went first, then maybe everything tried to delete that Contemptor, and because that Contemptor's deleted 3 tanks, like 3 Lemon Russes. He's gone through those 3 Lemon Russes.
I'm surprised.
2 Lemon Russes and about, and that was with just 1. He normally uses 2, and we tamed it down a bit. So yeah, let's talk a bit about your game. Did you make any mistakes? And then we'll just baffle on with the Krieg.
From the Ultramarine perspective, I was lucky to go first and, like you say, delete a tank a turn. I was very interested to see how Kalga, Lieutenant and the Leviathan would do. Obviously the new points for the Leviathan actually make it quite usable.
Yeah, he is usable. He's definitely usable.
I think that he's got his use. You could see without the rerolls he needs either the amount of fire or the amount of attacks, which is good either way. But he has no rerolls, so that is
and we did see it. We did see that the rerolls, which is good for the game in general, not obviously for Marine players it's not good, but for the game itself, when you had a Leviathan hitting on 2s, rerolling everything, it got to a point where you were basically hitting with all your shots, and it just got crazy.
Wounding with everything. It was more balanced out. I can see why they've dropped it by 110 points. That's a lot of points to be dropping it by. You can see why. It's good. It can still survive a lot. That's one of the things.
With Eternal, it just survives.
Yeah, that's one of the things.
We've seen it.
One of the things that I really wanted to look at to see how much it would survive and how much it could shoot. Does well and takes a lot of damage. The Contemptor, the same thing, has been adjusted. Even though it's got a point increase, it has been weakened a bit.
Weakened, less wounds, less save, no feel, no pain. It's been a big nerf for the for the Relic Contemptor.
But yet it can still do damage.
It still deletes tanks.
And with the rerolls, because it's a core.
Anything that doesn't have an invulnerable save is in a very bad position when he's firing.
So I'm very happy with what's happened. You could see that because Kalga left, the Lieutenant stayed behind, and I missed out on some rerolls, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I'm happy with how the list did. I do like the fact that I've got so many units. That's one of the things that I miss out with Guilliman, that I don't have as many units.
Yeah, we've been talking about this a lot. Like, Guilliman is a monster, especially in this edition where you're still playing the old Marines. Everything's firing, everything's hitting, everything's re-rolling. But he's a really big point sink. When in 9th edition, what actually wins you the game is having board control units everywhere, scoring you a point.
Yeah.
So it's something you really need to think about, right?
Which is, I left 2 units behind.
Yeah.
One came in on one flank, another came in on another.
Yeah.
I had another one. There was a lot happening.
Yeah.
And in the center of the board, what did I have? I had Kalga, who in his own right can do damage in combat.
Yeah,
so
does combat, does re-rolls, so yeah, it's good.
yeah, very good. So Ultramarines, I like the list,
Yeah.
and we might need some more. So.
Yeah, just tweak, play.
Yeah.
Test. Okay, so let's now go into the Krieg. So I've played the Krieg, and obviously Shaggy's here, like we mentioned at the start, because he is a keen guard player. Now, there's been a lot of crying with guard, and obviously it was to cry about, because when you were reading the rumors, obviously for you guys, and obviously we were reading the book itself.
It was scary.
It was scary. Like, it lost so many things. We've got units in the cabinet that we can't use now, and it's just sad to see. But then I was like, look, let's play them, because maybe it's not as bad as it is. Now, playing them, it is as bad as it seems. I think. Like,
it's bad.
Their traits where they hit on 4s when they fire and all that. It's like you still need to roll for that. You're still hitting on your lowest ballistic skill. You still might not even do that if it explodes, so there's a lot to it. I'm in favour of artillery, always hitting on 4s when they die. There's some units that have got much better, especially in our list. The laser destroyers, I think I'll auto include all the time. The engine seers, I had this image in my head. It's basically my house. Where you got a lot of board control, you got missions like deploy scramblers, and I think it does work. I think having small units of engineers specifically designed to get things like deploy scramblers and engage all fronts by popping here and there is a good thing, but again, they've lost more than one.
I think the main tactic, like you say, for the engineers is that pop it in the back and then deploy scramblers or do something else, but very unique. You've got them for one reason, and it's that reason. The other way you can play them, I would say, is stick them in a chimera and move them forward and then pop them out and throw their gas bombs.
Gas bombs. And they still have 3 shots each, which is pretty good.
Which we saw.
You have a lot of shots.
It was a lot of shots. It was the fact that I had a 2-up save. If not,
they would have died for sure. But yeah, they've got a different approach to them, and everything's been tweaked, but I think that it's been more for a downer than a good. Like, we're happy that a lot of the profiles have been better.
Updated.
Like the Colossus Bombard is now a minimum of 3, which was good, because when you used to roll at 1d6, it was horrible. Wasn't the Colossus 2d6? Now that I think about it,
I think it was 2d6, but then if you rolled a double 1, it's only 2 shots.
So
I do like the 3d3.
I think we will take them, and all the tanks having heavy bolters is a good thing as well. And we mentioned that at the beginning as well. So
I played a practice game not so long ago with the God, and heavy bolters are very good. I would swap out plasmas for heavy bolters. That's how good they are for me.
Nice.
But it's sad to see what they've done with the Krieg. They could have done a little bit better by them.
Definitely.
The like you say, the trait isn't actually that bad. It made for some really good moments in the game, but
you're hoping for those good dice rolls, which you can't reroll. So
that's the problem.
I just think we have to test them out, test lists out, test units out. You've lost a lot of the units. Test them out and just.
The other thing is that they've allowed now the Krieg to take all the other units now from the God Codex. So I think that's what they're looking for you to
things
do
like
as Krieg.
Ogryns and stuff, which
Basilisks,
and just fingers crossed that we'll get really nice stuff in the Codex, because obviously there's no stratagems, there's no relics, there's no warlord traits at the moment. So it's just fingers crossed, and I'm sure they'll be just in the Imperial Guard book.
I would be very surprised if they don't do it.
Get specific relics, specific stratagems.
They have to.
Definitely. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed it, because it's been a lot of fun for us here at the studio, especially with DC. It's been a big laugh on camera, off camera, and we've just had a lot of fun. And if you want more content, make sure you head over to snbarreports.com, where we've got the SN Plus section for more content. more chats with me. With a lot of things coming in December. We've got painting tutorials and a load of other stuff, which will make SN Plus a really cool place to be. And another thing, if you didn't catch the first bit, we also mentioned that our Patreon has been revamped, and we're really looking forward for you guys to actually join us on Patreon as well. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you back in the next one. Cheerio!